Angels Care Home Health, serving Hayes and the surrounding areas, is a Medicare-certified home health agency providing quality skilled nursing and restorative therapy services to patients in their homes.
They're polite. I mean, they just take the time for you.
Angels Care is there to help 24 hours a day, and all services are covered 100% by Medicare for patients who are eligible.
I like the Angels for what they've done for me.
Angels Care Home Health. We serve patients.
Eagle Community Television presents Community Connection with your host, Mike Cooper.
Hello and welcome again to Community Connection from Eagle Community Television. Thanks for watching, and thanks as always to our producer, Jeff DeRoll. We're at the Hayes Recreation Commission complex at 1105 Canterbury in Hayes. Joining us is Superintendent Roger Bixenman as we talk about programs for your Hayes Recreation Commission. And one of the programs, and I managed to score an architect's drawing here, which Roger is going to explain, of the new fitness center. Is that the proper name for that, Roger?
That sounds pretty good to me, Mike. So,
tell us about this new fitness center and give us an update on it.
Okay, well, kind of let you know how it all came about. In 2011, we opened our current facility. We added on to the existing building on the southwest side, 3,600 square feet. And so we opened in the fall of 2011 at our current facility. And we knew at the time it was pretty small, but we, hadn't had a fitness center before and kind of wanted to test the waters a little bit. Well, since then we've obviously outgrown it. Our memberships have been strong. And so about 2.5 years ago, the board of directors and the staff started talking about a new facility. We hired an architect and developed several plans, some looking at attaching it to the existing building here. We didn't have a lot of room, but we had some room. And so the lot to the north of us, which the Hayes Recreation Commission Foundation owned, we decided to maybe look at that area. So long story short, we ended up putting a standalone, or we're going to put a standalone facility to the north of us, just north of the Hayes Recreation Center here. And so it's about a 13,000 square foot facility that we're proposing. We hope to have construction started back in 2015, but we ran into a couple of obstacles, one being stormwater management. The city requires some more degree of stormwater management control, so we've been working on that with the city, and so hopefully here in about a week we'll send it out to bids and have the bids due back the end of January. And then of course we'll go through local financial institutions for financing and be able to pay some of it out of our general fund. And so then hopefully construction would start around March or April. And then hopefully within a year from now, we'll have a facility, like I said, just to the north of us.
How will this complement the current facility, Roger?
Just quality of life, everything that we do here program-wise, it's just a quality of life program to where we want to see people get healthy, develop those healthy habits, lose weight, get on a regular routine. So I think it will complement us very well. Our current facility, like I said, is just so crowded. We have equipment like right next to each other, and we've heard concerns about how crowded it is. And of course, this facility will have a separate room for our group fitness classes, aerobics classes. Also it'll separate our cardio and our weight area. So when somebody drops a weight back here now and you're on the treadmill or something, you kind of jump a little bit. So hopefully that will eliminate those type of problems, and it'll be a state-of-the-art facility, and hopefully we'll get people in the doors and working out and developing those healthy lifestyles.
Literally outgrew your present location.
We sure did. And then it also helps us too. I want to remind everybody, it's not just about wellness. It'll help in our leisure program because Gail Wickham, our youth and senior program director, and Haley Nixon, our adult and IDD program director, we'll probably move them back there to our current location and do a couple changes. And so then all of our leisure program, which we do in this room here, and in the gyms, which we know the gyms are extremely busy all the time, we'll be able to use that area for leisure programming and have their own area, and they won't have to worry about tearing down or setting up all the time. They can leave tables and chairs up. And then also Gym 3 right now houses our group fitness classes, and so in the evenings we can't really utilize it for any of our youth basketball or volleyball practices, so that will free up Gym 3. So it really helps us in leisure programming, wellness, obviously, and then sports area will help us as well too.
I think it speaks well to the recreation directorship under the superintendent,
Well, thank you.
staff members, those people that are involved in the teaching of the classes, the working with the patrons of the Recreation Commission, that you have had such terrific response to the programs and to the facility itself that you've just literally outgrown it over these few years.
That's correct, and I'm glad you mentioned staff because we have a wonderful staff here. We have 10 full-time staff members, and I've been here since 1992, and we had 3 of us at that time, and so it's just really nice to see. I mean, they do an outstanding job, and they make me look good, basically, because you know, they're bringing the patrons in, and they're providing the programs, and they're creating and having creativity and changing things up, and they're not getting stagnant in their jobs. So.
Speaking of programs, talk about a couple of highlighted winter programs, would you, Roger?
I will. We have coming up the end of January, January 29th, it's our National Preschool Fitness Day, and basically it's a great way to get community members, preschools, as well as child care centers and parents all together to provide a day of physical activity and healthy habits. Research points out that preventing diseases and also developing those healthy habits are best done when a child is 5 years of age or younger. So, join us on Friday, January 29th. We'll have 2 sessions that day to celebrate the National Preschool Fitness Day. One's in the morning from 10 to 11:30 a.m. and one's in the afternoon from 1 to 2:30 p.m. And staff will be here. We'll have fun movement and fitness activities for them. Obstacle courses set up. We'll do healthy food choices and develop a healthy snack that day for them. And plus we'll have educational literature to pass out to the parents and the kids that day. So,
any cost?
No cost. It's free of charge. You just need to register. You can email Gail at gail@hayesrec.org or just call the office at 623-2650 to register. If you're a preschool group or a child care center and want to bring your whole group, which we had last year, just contact Gail.
Okay, and the sooner the better on those registrations,
that's
so
correct.
that you can get some numbers count.
You bet, exactly.
Talk about some of the programs at the Hayes Aquatic Park. I know there have been plans discussed at the City Commission. Tell us about attendance and the fees and some of the amenities maybe that are being talked about.
Sure. Obviously in December we had our joint meeting with City Hayes and the Recreation Commission, and part of that joint meeting is reviewing the pool and the numbers and the financials. And you know, in 2015 we were open about 70 full days. We had about 13 days that either we opened late or closed early due to the weather. So we had some cloudy days where we stayed open. Our attendance wasn't good those days, but we still drew right around 52,000 to the Hayes Aquatic Park, as well as the neighborhood pool, the Wilson Pool. And you know, program-wise, you know, Grant, our aquatics director, Lacey's been talking about different programs to offer. Of course, we offer the swim lessons, we offer aquatic fitness classes. We do some special events down there as well. I know the commission talked about, you know, amenities. We did talk about in the southwest area there where there's a cement slab. Used to be sand several years ago, of possibly putting in some spray features down the road. I don't think that will happen this year, but down the road maybe that's something to look into. So financially, you know, it wasn't our best year, but it wasn't our worst year either. So, and pools typically aren't going to make a lot of money.
Well, that wasn't the whole plan anyway, was
exactly.
it? It was one of those summertime things to where you've got a place for the kids to go and to be entertained and get away from the heat.
That's right. And you talked about fees. Our fees are pretty reasonable, we feel, compared to other aquatic parks in the state. For a child 3 to 17, it's $3 to attend. For anyone 18 and older, it's $4. And then, of course, 2 and under are free. And then we also sell season passes. Individual passes is all we sell. And we'll have a month before the pool opens where it's $35, our early bird special. And then after that, it comes up to $40. So.
And those fees are carefully monitored by the staff based on the attendance and such to make sure that it can be an affordable opportunity for entertainment.
For sure, and we also offer a scholarship program, which is basically based off a USD 489 school lunch program. So they come in, fill out paperwork, and if they qualify, then they'll get a pass for $15. So
now you mentioned, Roger, 70 days open this last season. Is that pretty much on average, a little below, a little above? Where would you rank it?
I would say it's right at average. The year before, in 2014, we were open right at 71, 70. We were closed last year 7 full days where we didn't open at all, and the year before it was 7 full days. I think in 2013 and 2012, we had a really hot summer, and so our attendance was really good because we didn't have to worry about, I mean, obviously pool weather, you want nice hot weather. It's not good for a lot of other things, but for pool weather, it's really good. So, but anyway, yeah, it was average to about the previous year. So,
I need to move to the Bickel-Schmidt Sports Complex if we could, the soccer complex, the overview there if you would, because this facility is just an amazing facility for the community, the county, and the area, Roger.
Yes, and we had, I think, over 30,000 people come through the gates approximately last summer. And, you know, we hosted some state tournaments here, 14 under Hap Dumont State Tournament, 18 and under, or 16 and under, ASA Girls Fast Pitch Softball Tournament. And we'll host the 16 and under girls this year, no, 14 and under girls this year, as well as that 14 under Hap Dumont. Plus, we've got probably 3 or 4 baseball tournaments lined up and 2 youth softball, and then probably about 4 or 5 adult softball tournaments. And it is a great facility. The city does a great job with keeping everything looking great, and then AJ and his staff do a wonderful job of promoting it.
Got to mention too that that was one of the things that was a big attraction, was the fact that you can bring in so many teams, so many individuals, so many groups coming in to bring their money to Hayes.
Exactly, and the economic impact, you know, I'm guessing they probably, each person probably spends 120 to 140 or more when they come here on lodging, gas, food, shopping, so it does bring money to the community.
Got to put in a plug for the Hayes Dog Park too. As you mentioned, the city of Hayes, maintenance crews do such a fantastic job out there. Some new amenities, shelters and things have been added. This is going to be a real plus as well.
For sure, and when you're out there, you see a lot of traffic going through there, and you see a lot of dogs and their owners out at the dog park, which is a good thing.
We always look forward to that Hayes Recreation Commission booklet that comes out. When's the next one?
Our spring and summer for 2016 will come out right around the first part of March. So if you live in Ellis County, you should receive it in your mailbox right around the first or second week of March. So again, our participation numbers this last year will probably be close to 180, 190,000 for all of our programs. Wow. And we're putting together that end of the year report that we'll share with everybody. So you will have a ton of activities again coming up this spring and summer.
Question is, how did we get along without a Hayes Recreation Commission previously?
Yeah, I don't know. It was we've grown a lot, that's for sure, and you know, it's a great thing to be a part of, and really enjoy it here, and really enjoy the people that come here and participate in our programs.
Now, one final thing in our final moment here, and that's public input, which I know over the years as we visited, you always welcome public input of whether programs are affordable, working, input for new programs, all kinds of public input are welcome.
Exactly. I mean, that's what we are here for, to please the public and to cater to the public and provide activities and programs for them. So anything you'd like to see, whether it's a class that's offered, you know, we talked about iPads and teaching people how to use their iPads, you know, anything that you can think of, or if you are an instructor that want to teach a class, you know, contact anybody here that can get you to the right person. I know our tumbling program has just taken off. Haley Nixon has taken that, and so we need instructors, some instructors that have experience in tumbling. So anything you want to see us do, just contact us. We're pretty open-minded and pretty willing to listen to you. So.
Your Hayes Recreation Commission with Superintendent Roger Bixenman, our community connection.
Angels Care Home Health, serving Hayes and the surrounding areas, is a Medicare-certified home health agency providing quality skilled nursing and restorative therapy services to patients in their homes.
And the Angel Care nurse comes to see me once a week.
Angels Care is there to help 24 hours a day, and all services are covered 100% by Medicare for patients who are eligible.
Angel Care has helped to stay home.
Angels Care Home Health. We serve patients.